people who don't know how sort of that transfer call-up process in the G League goes, how does that go for you? Do you get called into an office? Do they just give you a call? Like, how does that work?
I was actually in Orlando for the G League showcase, and we were supposed to play Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So I got a call early that morning and told me I had to get on the plane, make my way to Atlanta for the game.
And how does that feel when you're like, okay, I'm getting ready for the showcase, and now I have to like switch gears. I'm playing with the main team now.
It was a great feeling to me, you know. It always feels good to get called up, like, so it was a great feeling. I just woke up and Aaron Evans called me. Like, yes, it's time to go. Pack it up.
And so what is the preparation like for you, knowing you're going to get significant minutes, especially with Trey being out?
Very detailed, you know, paying attention to the things I put in my body, like making sure I got enough energy for the game, hydrating, and just the game plan and things like that, knowing personnel, knowing my opponent, and just trying to get ready for the game.
And you spent now significant time in College Park with Steve. Just how has he been able to kind of carry over some of the stuff that you've been working on here with the Hawks to College Park, and how does that all overlap?
I say playing in the paint, he's helped me find different ways to get in the paint, playing off of 2 feet, things like that. Being more patient with my reads instead of getting off the ball so fast. You know, just trying to slow my game down a little bit more in the paint and just make better reads.
How does that work, I guess, a little bit in terms of trying to slow things down for you, especially if you're used to moving at a certain pace and now you're trying to slow it down? How do you get into that mind frame to do that?
I think it's easier to slow down than it is to speed up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So just letting things develop. My pace is pretty good. It's just once I get into traffic and things like that, just being able to slow my mind down, seeing defenders shift, seeing my teammates move and things like that, just being able to read it a little bit better. I think Steve helped me a lot with that.
And from last night's game, obviously not the outcome you guys wanted, but what did you see that Memphis was doing to kind of make things difficult for you guys to score?
I think they played a pretty good game. You know, they're a good team. I think they're second in the West. So, you know, we played a good team. They made a lot of shots, and they played pretty good help defense. I think we turned the ball over a little bit. So I think their shifts and their movement on defense hurt us a little bit.
And obviously Minnesota is a different team than Memphis, but how do you take some of those principles that you worked on in practice and went over from the Memphis game to tomorrow?
I think we just got to execute better with our shifts and drifts. Defensively, I feel like we overhelped a little bit. That opened up a lot of shots for them last night. So if we are in our shifts early and we drifting out to our defenders, I think that'll help us out a lot.
Every coach always says, we want to get stops and run, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard a coach not say that. Right. So, but how do you differentiate between, okay, we got the stop, we're running, this is a good pass, versus we got the stop, we're running, this might not be a good pass because it's just too easy to get stolen? Is there some guidance that you get on, what kind of pass you want to make once you get things moving in transition?
Something like that. I think we want to get the ball across half court at 21 seconds, and then our offense kind of forms after that. So we're always looking for that pass ahead off the rip. Pass ahead is what we like to play with the pass. So that helps our speed. You can pass the ball a lot faster than a person can run. So just playing with the pass, that speeds our game up automatically. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have to run faster or get to certain spots faster. Just playing with the pass just ups our tempo like that.